Secondly, this area was the seedbed of modern Jewish politics. From the middle of the 18th century, under the influence of the philosophy of the Enlightenment, many rulers began attempts which were carried still further by their constitutional successors in the 19th century, to transform the Jews from a religious and cultural community transcending national boundaries into useful subjects, or where a civil society had been established, into citizens. In Eastern Europe, though a minority of the Jewish community welcomed such a transformation, the process was difficult and protracted, and a new period began with the pogrom wave of 1881 throughout the Ukrainian lands, the storms in the south. As a consequence of this pogrom wave, the Tsarist government now, for the most part, abandoned any attempt to transform the Jews into useful subjects and concentrated on limiting what they saw as the harmful activity of Jews on the situation of the peasantry, which greatly worsened the economic situation of the Jews and led to a huge wave of emigration. 2 million Jews left the Tsarist Empire, including the Kingdom of Poland, and created new Jewish communities or transformed new Jewish communities in the New World and in Western Europe. In addition, the abandonment of the Tsarist government of its attempt at forced integration created a major crisis for the previously dominated integrationists. On the one hand, within the new Jewish politics, there were those who argued that the Jews were not a religious group who could be incorporated into the surrounding societies in the right political and social conditions, but a proto-national group like the emerging Lithuanian, Ukrainian, and indeed modern Polish nation. They should seek a national homeland either in the historic heartland of the Jews in the Middle East or elsewhere, or alternatively a non-territorial form of national autonomy in the Tsarist and Habsburg empires. So this Jewish nationalism is one of the results of this crisis, and it begins here in Eastern Europe. Jews also now began to support the burgeoning socialist movements which were emerging throughout the Tsarist empire and indeed in Austria-Hungary. They did so for a number of reasons. Socialism seemed to be in harmony with Jewish messianic aspirations. It appealed to the growing impoverished elements in Jewish society, and it seemed to offer a better prospect for integration. In the view of the socialists, anti-Semitism was incited by the capitalists to preserve their rule. Once capitalism had been abolished, or at least substantially reformed, the barriers to Jewish integration would fall. And these new movements, socialist and nationalist, spread from the Pale of Settlement to the Kingdom of Poland, to Galicia, and to the rest of the Jewish world, even to Prussian Poland. And they dominated the Jewish street until the Second World War, and indeed until 1948. They were crucial in establishing the political culture of the Jewish settlement in Palestine and the Israeli state. And we indeed have a volume of Paulin which will investigate this.
To further explore Jewish Poland, subscribe to our channel and click the bell to always stay up to date.